On today's episode of Life with JB and Tisha.
You my man.
You know what I'm saying?
You my man.
There goes my baby.
Oh, so we doing that? You were like everything I believe God for. There are other things I asked God for that you didn't possess at the time. Holy Spirit said, if I gave you everything you wanted, you wouldn't want God. Because I would basically make you my God.
I'm going to have to say this. First of all, you look amazing.
Thank you.
You look so beautiful. It ain't just beauty and fineness with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, that spirit doing a little side too. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else.
Life with JB and Tisha.
What's up, y'all? I am JB.
And I am Tisha.
And this is Life with JB and Tisha.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real. You feel what I'm saying? Baby, what's going on? How you doing this morning?
I am great. I am excited. I am looking forward to this new journey that we're starting.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good this morning.
Good.
I'm just excited because I feel like we're walking into another chapter of our lives.
Yeah.
Like God has opened up another chapter.
Yeah.
But putting us in a place where we can actually pour out to people we'll probably never meet.
You're right.
Around the world and be able to share our experiences with them and
Yes.
just being able to help. You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't know, this is a relationship podcast.
Yes.
We talk about marriages, relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the relationship is.
Yeah. Friendship.
And also in our faith.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Which is our foundation, what we stand on.
Yes.
But I'm just excited about this point what we're about to go into, this door we're about to walk through.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too. I am, I guess like you said, just really excited, anticipating what's going to come,
Yes.
from us sharing, because basically that's what we're doing. We're just sharing our experiences. And side note, we are not counselors.
Not at all. Not at all.
However, we just want to share our personal experience.
Yes.
And maybe something that we've experienced can hopefully help somebody else.
That's right. That's right.
Because they say wisdom is learning from someone else's experiences.
Come on.
So
I ain't gonna throw you no foot money now.
I take my little foot
I ain't
money.
gonna throw you no foot money. But I have been married to this beautiful woman next to me for 20 years, y'all. 20 years.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. And that's something to celebrate about because, well, as we all know, marriages don't last that long these days.
That's right.
But we have so much wisdom that we've learned and through our experiences, the wins, the losses,
Yes.
the ups, the downs.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Wait till our first episode that comes out after this. This is the introductory episode, but wait till the next one.
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be called If Walls Could Talk. Trust me, you want to tune in for that. You want to make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel,
Yes.
Life with JB and Tisha, keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and tell somebody.
Yeah.
Because we got it's going to be juicy, y'all. It's going to be juicy, but it's going to help you at the same time.
Yes. Yes. And also, for the people who don't know us, share with them a little bit about yourself. Like, who is JB?
All right. Well, I'm JB. I'm a Christian rapper.
Yes.
A DJ. I do a lot of stuff. I host.
Yeah.
Been in ministry for 20 plus years.
Yes.
About 22 years. And I'm a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats.
You're a mighty man of God.
Yes,
Yeah.
number one thing. That's right.
Yeah.
A mighty man of God who has come from a long ways.
Yeah.
A long ways.
Would you say you're perfect?
Not at all. Nothing is perfect about me.
Yeah. Would you say you've made a lot of mistakes along the way?
Just too many to name. If it wasn't for the grace of God.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you want to ask me, tell them.
Yes.
Okay, I mean,
tell them who you are. Tell them about this beautiful queen over here giving all this black girl magic.
Come
you know what I'm saying?
Magic, yes.
Tell them a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm Tisha. I'm not like trying to be like the whole super spiritual. However, I love having fun in God. Like I just love life. I love living life. I love my family. I love my church. And it's just, I think as we go along, you'll get to know a whole lot more about me.
Yes.
So this is just a little introduction. However, you're going to know who Tisha is in a minute. You'll learn a lot more about me. Yeah.
So, I mean, you're going to tell them about how you were like the greatest chef in the world.
Okay.
You're going to tell them about your gifts of jewelry.
Yes, I love making jewelry. Jewelry is a real passion of mine, and I love cooking for sure. I love cooking. And
the sister can throw down.
I mean, okay.
I know y'all see me now, but a brother was about 300 pounds for a long time because this woman put weight on me. You know what I say?
I did. Let's just say when we got together, he was about 210 pounds at 6 plus.
Just slim.
Slim. When we got married that first year, he blew up to about 280. He was all about burgers and chicken tenders.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to introduce him to some things.
To some real food.
Broaden your palate.
Boy, look here. I was like, man, I remember the first time you made a plate for me.
Yes.
We were over our pastor's house.
Yes.
Big shout out to Dr. Deron Hepburn.
Yes.
Jump Ministries Global Church. What's up, Papa? You brought me this plate, and I was just like, wait a minute. Am I supposed to eat all of this?
Yes.
I could not believe the amount of food that was on this plate.
Yes.
And,
it was a lot of food.
It was a lot of food. And we actually ended up doing a catering business after that called Chunky Plates. And it was based on that plate because I said, this is a chunky plate.
Yes.
You remember that?
I remember that.
But I could not believe it. And I didn't want to be rude. I was like, man, how am I going to eat all of this food?
And then our pastor said, put more food on his plate. And I remember
he's a big man.
He's a big man. You gotta feed him. But no, one thing that I remember is when you were sitting at the table. Listen, y'all, when he first came, he was praying like this. Father, cover my food, bless my food. And I was like, yeah, okay. And now sometimes I have to remind him to pray. Yeah.
I'll be diving right in, y'all. I'll be diving right in. But no, man, it's been a blessing.
Yeah.
I have to say this. First of all, you look amazing.
Thank you.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you, baby.
So beautiful. And y'all don't see us repping.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Life with JB and Tisha, keeping it real.
Yes.
Tees, merch coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just thank God for you.
Thank you.
Thank God for sending me a real woman. And I can honestly say you're a real woman.
Thank you.
Because it takes a real woman, first of all, to love God, to serve God,
yes,
and to be someone who's an example.
Yeah.
You're such an example for so many women.
I appreciate
that. You've helped me to become the man that I am today.
Thank
and I just thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just beauty and fineness with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, that spirit doing a little side too. You know what I'm saying? But no, I thank God for you, and I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else.
Oh, yeah. And what's funny, I was thinking the same thing. Like, I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. Like, just doing life and all the things. I know we had a lot of ups and downs.
Yes.
But I believe we're definitely becoming a lot better.
Yes.
Because of it.
Yes.
We've learned a lot.
Yes.
Still continuing
to
learn.
Learning.
And it's been a blessing to be able to do this with you, do life with you, and you're such an awesome man. I truly thank God for you. You've brought out so much in me, you know, things that I just never thought that I would be able to achieve or do or even become stronger.
Right.
So I thank God for you for that.
Right.
You my man.
You know what I'm saying?
My man.
There goes my baby.
Oh, so we doing that? We doing that. We doing that.
You know what I'm saying? But babe, I'm so excited about our podcast. Like I'm just so excited about it because I know it's going to touch a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I wish that when we started our marriage, our relationship first, getting engaged and then becoming married, that we had a platform like this that we could just be able to learn from and hear the experiences. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We might have avoided some of the pitfalls we went through.
Yeah.
This is just such a great thing and a blessing for us to be able to do this to reach other people. Yes. But I think we need to let the people know, like, you know, what was the idea? Yeah. You know, how this came up. Yes. You know what I'm saying? How we started this. I started off, y'all. Please. So actually, it was about this park is actually delayed because it was supposed to start last year. Yeah. But due to some, you know what I'm saying, things that happened, I can't make no excuses, y'all. I just didn't follow through with it. And, you know, but we discussed it to my wife about it. I said, baby, you know, we should start a podcast dealing with relationships and marriage and, you know what I mean? Something that is going to help people. And so we came up with the name, Life with JB and Tisha, because I'm like, what would be a good title for something like that? You know what I'm saying? Yes. And I think that's a great title because we doing life together. This is our, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing life together for the past 20 years. We're coming up on our 20th anniversary. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Coming up on our 20th anniversary. And we wanted to be able to sit down and keep it real. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Be able to keep it real. And so I just think that this was the right timing. You know, sometimes we might be delayed, but I believe this is the right timing. It's the right timing because you know what I'm saying. This is the right time for this to be released to reach the right people that'll follow us and tune in. Yes. And so the whole purpose of this podcast is to show people that, first of all, nobody's perfect, right? Right. Nobody's perfect. No one's definitely perfect. We, by a long shot. We're going to get into some things in some later episodes, but we weren't supposed to make this far. Ease y'all. We were not supposed to make it this far. No. I'm being straight up. The devil did not want this marriage to make it, but by the grace of God, we are here. We're here. Team Boykin in the building. Yes. Yes. But yeah, we want to really be able to show people that, you know, no, this doesn't come with instructions. No. I mean, it come with the Bible. With the Bible. Yeah. But you still got to walk it out. Yeah, you got to walk it out. And, you know, just, man, how much our heads were in the clouds, man. Yes. We thought marriage was going to be so like a fairy tale. Everything was just going to fall in place. Oh, yeah. There would be no issues, no problems. Right. But oh boy. I have to say, we did find out. Yeah. We messed around and found out. I remember when we first met. Yes. And y'all, let me tell you. Let me let you in a little bit. So when we first met, he came to my church. Yes. My church. Yes. In 2002. The very first time. Right. He came to the church, and I vaguely remembered him. Seeing him for the first time. And let me fast forward. He came back in 2004. Right. Y'all, he went to Atlanta trying to be all the things, like, for real. And out here in these streets. And then when he came back, I remember him walking through the door of our church. And I remember when you came through, y'all, it was like sun was shining extra bright. Oh. And yes. And I remember he had on all black. And I just remember one of the members of our church actually brought him. So one of his friends brought him to the church. And I remember when you came through, it was like you walked in, you had on your all black flexing. And then the sun was just like, and
And I was just like, yo, you got to be kidding me. Who is this? Jesus, what you doing? And I remember going to go tell my pastor because, he was getting prepared for service. Y'all pray for me because who going to mess with the pastor while he's preparing for service?
While he's getting ready. The pouring to the people.
The pouring to the people. And I remember knocking on the door. I remember knocking on the door, and I was like, Pastor, Bishop. And he was like, come in. And I remember I was like, I know exactly what I want for Christmas. And he was
like, that Christmas gift.
Come on, Christmas gift. And I remember he was like, he said, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, my friends. No, what I said my the minister at the time. I say the minister's friend that just walked through the door, and he was like one of the other ministers was looking like, oh Lord, but I was like, yes. And we didn't get married on Christmas, but we did get married on December 10th.
That's right. That's right. Almost what? A little, almost 2 years later.
Yeah, almost 2 years later.
2 years later.
Mm-hmm. But God gave me the desires of my heart.
Yes, He did.
Yes, He did. He did that.
Yes, He did. Yeah. And I think also too, share with the people about your specific, like what you asked God for.
Okay, so
how detailed God is.
Yeah, God is very detailed.
Yeah.
So I remember I used to, before you came, so I was in a previous relationship, and I
counterfeited.
Hello. And so I waited for the right one because I remember our pastor saying, he told me actually, he said, God's going to bless you with the man's man. And he said, and he's going to be exactly what you want. And so he gave me that word, and I held on to that. And so the moment he said that same night, I went home and I made a list. I started the list. That list was going on for 7 years, y'all. Because I was like, when I saw someone, I liked their smile. I was like, ooh, and Lord, and I want my husband to have that smile. And if I see someone with leadership skills or whatever, I was like, ooh, and I want him to be a leader like that. I want him to be this, that. And
ladies, pay attention.
Yes.
Message.
And I remember telling God, I want my husband to be at least 6'4".
Come on, 6'4".
He have to be at least 6'4". And one other thing, I don't even know if I shared this with you. I probably have, but because I have larger hands for a woman, I always wanted to be able to hold my man's hand and it feel like all feminine. You know what I mean? I didn't want to feel like my hands were bigger than my husband's. I don't know. It's just a thing. Yeah. God is all about the details.
Come on.
So, and pray for me. Y'all, the little ratchet.com came out a little bit. I remember telling God, I just want my man to have at least one tattoo. I don't know what that was, but I just really wanted that. Maybe a little hood in me a little bit. But I remember just saying that. And when you came to the church, I just remember seeing you, and I was like, "Oh my God, he is so handsome, so attractive."
Oh, thank you.
And you're welcome. And then, y'all, I noticed that tattoo, and I was like, "Yes, Jesus." But that was just me, whatever. But God, you came in 6'4", 6'5", check. And you, mighty man of God, check. I remember you always being in your word, and sometimes I would call for you, and they're like, he's in the other room, studying. I'm like, yeah, study. Make him a meal tonight. And so, but you were everything I believe God for. The thing now, there are definitely some areas that I believe God for that you didn't have.
Yes.
However, I prayed about it. I was like, well, Lord, what about this and what about that? And there are other things I asked God for that you didn't possess at the time. And Holy Spirit said, if I gave you everything you wanted, you wouldn't want God. Because I would basically make you my God.
So good.
Yeah.
So
and
good.
so I was like, you check me. Okay. You know,
Check
them. And that just like helped me to be able to realize that it's more than just everything we want on the list. We got to give God room to help us to grow.
Wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good. And so, this is the things that, we have so much to share. We talking 21 years
21
since we met, but married for 20. Yeah. This is our 20th year. Our 20th anniversary is coming.
Yeah.
But 20 to 21 years of experience, y'all.
Yes.
So please make sure that you tune in, that you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with our episodes. We're going to be dropping episodes every Wednesday at 12 p.m. All right? Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. You're going to see our episodes. So make sure you subscribe so you can get the notification that episodes are coming. Also, you want to hit like, right? So we can build this algorithm up. Let's get this thing up, y'all, so we can get Life with JB and Tisha, keeping it real, out to the masses. And we also want you to follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
Same tag, Life with JB and Tisha. YouTube, Life with JB and Tisha. Any platform that we on, you put that in, you're going to find us, y'all. So make sure you tell mama, daddy, cousins, uncle, auntie, all of them. JB and Tisha about to come on. We got to click this thing on so we can watch y'all. We just thank you and appreciate you for tuning in today. This is our introductory episode, so it wasn't going to be that long. Just kind of want to give you a brief little, introduction into who we are and what this platform is and our intentions for it and what we plan to accomplish with this platform.
Yes. This is exciting.
Yes, it is.
It's exciting.
Yes, it is.
I'm looking forward to bigger, better, and just doing life with my hubby.
Yes. With your husband.
With my husband.
We're going to be coming back with the first episode. If the walls could talk. Woo!
See, that's for the nosy people. Because, I was going to try to sit here and be like, yeah, it's for the inquisitive ones. We nosy.
We appreciate you. And, man, let's get the word out. Let's get the word out, y'all. Let's get the word out because we know, man, listen, we made plenty of mistakes. But we also learned from those mistakes and we grew from it. And there's no way we can make it 20 years married and not have learned something. Yeah. So, like I said, make sure you tune in next Wednesday at 12 p.m. for the very first official episode of Life with JB and Tisha. Keeping it real. Peace.